Cole Palmer has found himself at the center of growing speculation surrounding his future at Chelsea FC, with reports suggesting the young playmaker is considering a shock exit despite his impressive performances this season. The 21-year-old attacking midfielder has been one of the few bright sparks in an otherwise inconsistent campaign for Chelsea, showing composure, creativity, and maturity far beyond his years in the Premier League. Since joining Chelsea from Manchester City, Palmer has gradually established himself as a key figure, earning praise from fans and pundits alike for his technical ability and decisive contributions in crucial matches. However, behind the scenes, there are growing murmurs that Palmer is not entirely satisfied with the current direction of the club, especially amid ongoing instability and constant tactical reshuffles. Chelsea's long-term project, which heavily relies on young talent, has been questioned due to inconsistent results and a lack of clear identity on the pitch. Palmer, who thrives in structured attacking systems, is believed to be evaluating whether Stamford Bridge is the right environment for his continued development. Interest from Manchester United has reportedly intensified in recent weeks, with the Red Devils monitoring his situation closely. Manchester United are said to view Palmer as a perfect fit for their attacking midfield role, particularly given their need for creativity and composure in the final third. With United undergoing their own rebuild, the club sees Palmer as a potential cornerstone for the future, capable of bringing flair and intelligence to their attacking play. The idea of joining Manchester United could be appealing for Palmer, as it would offer him a fresh challenge and a chance to play a more central role in a team seeking to return to its former glory. Sources suggest that Palmer's camp has not ruled out the possibility of a summer move, especially if Chelsea fail to secure European football. For a player of Palmer's ambition, competing at the highest level consistently is a priority, and missing out on continental competitions could be a major factor in his decision-making process. Chelsea's inability to string together consistent performances has left several players questioning their future, and Palmer is reportedly among those seeking clarity. Despite his loyalty to Chelsea, the young star is said to be frustrated by the lack of stability both on and off the pitch. Frequent managerial changes and shifting tactical approaches have made it difficult for players to fully settle into defined roles within the team. Palmer, known for his football intelligence, prefers a system where his responsibilities are clear and his creativity can flourish without constant disruption. Manchester United, on the other hand, are believed to be working towards building a more cohesive structure under their current setup. The Red Devils have struggled with consistency themselves but remain an attractive destination due to their global stature and history. For Palmer, the opportunity to wear the iconic red shirt and play at Old Trafford could be a dream scenario, adding another layer of intrigue to the potential transfer. Fans have already begun debating the implications of such a move, with some Chelsea supporters urging the club to do everything possible to retain their rising star. Meanwhile, Manchester United fans are excited by the prospect of adding a player of Palmer's quality and potential to their squad. The financial aspect of the deal could also play a significant role, as Chelsea would likely demand a substantial fee for one of their most promising assets. Manchester United, known for their willingness to invest in young talent, may be prepared to meet Chelsea's valuation if they believe Palmer can make a significant impact. Palmer's versatility is another factor that makes him an attractive option, as he can operate in multiple attacking positions across the front line. His ability to score goals, create chances, and dictate play has drawn comparisons to some of the league's top playmakers. At Chelsea, Palmer has often been tasked with carrying the creative burden, a responsibility he has handled admirably despite his age. However, the pressure of being a key figure in a struggling team can take its toll, and a move to Manchester United could provide a different environment. United's squad, while still developing, offers a mix of experience and youth that could complement Palmer's style of play. The presence of established players could allow him to express himself more freely without the weight of expectation resting solely on his shoulders. Palmer's decision will ultimately depend on a variety of factors, including Chelsea's plans for the future and Manchester United's vision for their squad. Both clubs are in transitional phases, making this potential transfer a fascinating subplot in the ongoing evolution of the Premier League. Chelsea's management is reportedly aware of the interest in Palmer and is keen to secure his long-term future at the club. Contract negotiations could become a key battleground, with Chelsea likely to offer improved terms in an attempt to keep him at Stamford Bridge. For Palmer, the decision is not just about financial incentives but also about career progression and personal development. Joining Manchester United would represent a significant step, but it also comes with its own set of challenges and expectations. The intense scrutiny and pressure associated with playing for United can be overwhelming, especially for young players. However, Palmer has already shown that he possesses the mental strength to thrive under pressure, making him well suited for such a move. His performances in high-stakes matches have demonstrated his ability to deliver when it matters most. Chelsea fans will be hoping that the club can convince Palmer to stay and continue building around him as a central figure. Losing a player of his caliber would be a significant blow, particularly given the investment made in assembling a young squad. On the other hand, Manchester United see this as an opportunity to strengthen their squad with a player who has already proven himself in the Premier League. The potential transfer could also have wider implications for both clubs, influencing their strategies in the transfer market. If Palmer were to leave, Chelsea would need to find a suitable replacement, which could prove challenging given his unique skill set. Manchester United, meanwhile, would need to integrate him effectively into their system to maximize his impact. The coming months are likely to be filled with speculation and negotiations as both clubs assess their options. Palmer's situation highlights the fluid nature of modern football, where even young stars can face uncertain futures. As the summer transfer window approaches, this story is expected to gain even more attention from fans and media alike. Ultimately, the decision will rest with Palmer, who must weigh the pros and cons of staying at Chelsea versus making a bold move to Manchester United. His choice could shape not only his career but also the fortunes of both clubs in the coming seasons. For now, Palmer remains focused on his performances on the pitch, continuing to deliver for Chelsea despite the uncertainty surrounding his future. His professionalism and dedication have earned him respect from teammates, coaches, and supporters alike. Whether he stays or leaves, there is no doubt that Palmer's talent will keep him in the spotlight for years to come. The Premier League thrives on such narratives, where young stars face pivotal decisions that can define their careers. Chelsea and Manchester United are two of the biggest clubs in the world, making this potential transfer one of the most intriguing storylines of the season. Fans will be eagerly watching how the situation unfolds, hoping for clarity as the transfer window draws nearer. For Palmer, this is a moment of reflection and ambition, as he considers the next step in his already promising career. The possibility of joining Manchester United adds an exciting dimension to his journey, offering both opportunities and risks. Chelsea, however, will not let him go without a fight, setting the stage for a potential transfer saga. As speculation continues to grow, one thing is certain: Palmer's future will be one of the most talked about topics in football. The young midfielder stands at a crossroads, with two major paths ahead of him. Whichever path he chooses, it will undoubtedly have a lasting impact on his career and the clubs involved.